Good afternoon, your, call the Union Township Advisory Board meeting to order. Stand and the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'll have the minutes. I do have one correction. The meeting was adjourned at 7:35, not 8:35. It's shown down at the bottom.
Okay.
We won't hear that all.
I'll buy that. Maybe the clocks haven't been changed yet. That was it.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes with correction.
It's 7:35?
Yeah.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Bank statement. Gentlemen, discuss that.
We have the bank statement that was emailed out to everybody. Forgive me. Did everybody get that?
Yep.
Does anybody have any questions about the bank statement?
I move we approve.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Township docket. Outline that, Mr. Gunn.
The docket is $427,153.13. Cover sheet for the docket. Does anybody have any? I believe everybody received that. If they received the other. Anybody have any questions about the docket?
No, I do not. I looked over and good.
Is Jack online?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, I got one question for you, buddy.
talk to me.
Transaction number 12413 for the local 5402. $500. It's listed twice. Just wondered why it would be on their duplicate tone.
Let me find it real quick, but I know what you're talking about. That is the money that comes out of the guy's check, the full-time guys that gets paid into the union. And I just pay it, and if it's listed twice, it's actually 2 months' payments. You said it was 1, 2, what?
12413.
Page, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the second page.
2, 3, third page.
Oh, yeah. If you look at the far left, you'll see that the transaction number, which is the check number, is the same on both. It was just paying twice the $500 for 2 months.
But you got the same check number?
Yeah. It's paying 2 invoices.
2 invoices. Okay, that makes it.
Like 2 pay periods, like it came
2
from
months.
pay periods.
Okay.
So,
It's just a payroll reduction with. Just a transfer.
do you have the rest of your paperwork? Back up here. Does that answer for you, Jack?
Yeah, you say it's just one check though?
Yes, sir. It's paying 2 separate invoices.
For $500 each then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the check is actually for $1,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I wish that it would list it out to the side, but it doesn't. At least on these reports, it does not.
that's the only question I have.
Okay. If nobody has any questions, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All
All
those,
in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
All right,
Any opposed? It has been approved.
I don't have my cover sheet. I'm gonna have to get that next meeting if you guys don't mind, and I'll get you a signature there.
We have resolution 2025-18. It's to move money in the 8605 Fire Territory General Fund from category 1A payroll to category 3A EMS billing. You want to
Thank you.
briefly explain that?
Well, once I got the correct members on there, this is, we were running them a little short in the third category. And that's primarily the 3A is actually the vehicle repair labor. And this is when outside sources are fixing our equipment. We break it down into parts and labor. Parts is in category 2, but labor's in category 3. And oh no, I'm sorry, I've got it in EMS billing. I apologize. I moved some stuff around, just put it into one category. 3A is EMS billing. I can transfer money within that category, but I can't transfer from one category to another without board's approval. So this is taking money from, I'll make sure I get it right this time. I think it's 1A, isn't it?
Yes.
1A is a territory payroll. And I would reduce territory payroll because we are under budget. Thank you, Chief. On that, there's a number of things that we got hit on. And even though I'm putting it into EMS billing, a fair amount of that actually went to the vehicle repair labor. So instead of having to go to 4 or 5 different things, I just moved it around so it would only go to one to make it a little simpler. But it's moving out of territory payroll into category 3 so that we can get it back up to where it needs to be. The red. After I move stuff around, it's $25,513.33 in the red. Because we've spent a fair amount. Matter of fact, our electricity is a little higher this year than most. We're also probably going to have to, next month, I may have to move something to that. Because currently on the electricity service, we have $24.77 remaining.
You're saying this movement is because of repairs.
It's because of a multitude of things, but the main thing was the vehicle repairs. The vehicle,
So how does that tie into moving money into EMS billing? I'm lost.
because I took money from EMS billing and moved it to the parts, vehicle parts, to make it come out. Instead of moving, there were 4 things in category 3 that were running low. So I could either move it to 4 different things, or I could just move it to 1. And take money out of that 1 and fill the other spots.
Basically, he's taking money from your personal service budget and moving it to your services, so he could spend it on like any kind of repair or, professional
Maintenance or-
service. Because it's not needed for salaries for this year. I think that's what you're saying.
Because it's because of the restrictions of the categories, you can't move to and from.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he needs like board approval for that.
Okay, I understand that then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else have any questions?
You say it's 50,000 now. Do you have an idea what you may have to move next month? Just in general.
I'm hoping that don't have to do this again. And that's part of the reason why, for instance, we're $25,000 in the red right now. And I'm gonna need more, but I'm intentionally putting more in, we'll have a surplus of 25,000. That if I need to move a little bit, we can move a little bit here or there. For instance, like I was just saying, the electricity bill, we have $24.77 remaining. But we're not gonna use 15,000 from now to the end of the year. So we're only gonna use a couple $1,000. Station 51 here usually uses about $1,000 a month. Richland uses about $700-800 a month in electricity. So realistically, I'm gonna put a little extra in the EMS billing, and I can move it if I need to within the category.
Okay,
So
I'll make a motion that we accept resolution 2025-18.
Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Jack. Resolution 2025-18 is passed. Next item on the agenda is EMS revenue.
that is much lower than previous months. And that is partially due to our government is shut down, so we are not receiving funds from, and if we think about it, for about the whole month of last month, from Medicare and Medicaid, which is, I think Josh said, about 30% of our EMS revenue. So we did 47,310.47. So we probably would have hit in the mid 60s, upper 60s, if the government wouldn't have shut down.
Well, next month will be a bit,
And it is very possible.
Once they get caught up.
yeah.
We are at 20,000 already for this month, the 11th day, so.
Yeah, they can't send us money, but I sure heck got a bill from the IRS yesterday. That part's still working.
Essential services. Essential.
Yeah, he sent it.
That is why EMS revenue is down. The other thing, if you don't mind me saying about the next line,
It's all yours.
I'm asking for the board's approval. I sent everybody, I'm hoping you got that, the information on the property at 209 East Main Street, which is right next door. And Doug, have I mentioned anything about that? Okay. So irregardless, to get something, as I told Chief, the opportunity to get something right next door may only come around once. I mean, so we cannot exceed the average of the two appraisals, but I was hoping to offer them something. And I was thinking of offering them somewhere around 155 to 170 to see what happens. But we can't exceed, one's 180,
It's only $3,000 difference between the two, roughly.
so, but we have to average that and then we cannot exceed that. I'm sorry, that is correct.
That's correct.
But we
You're
don't
not
have
here
to
just
offer
for your
that,
pretty face, come on.
but we don't have to offer that amount. We can't offer less.
Right, I can't exceed that.
Right.
So
Right.
I believe, and Jamie, you may know better than I, she didn't pay very much for that to start with.
Like 27,000, so.
Do you know how I don't want to use the word desperate, but.
Motivated.
Motivated.
Do you know how motivated she is to sell that?
I don't know. Conversation.
So we could offer less and maybe.
And you already have the appraisals in hand?
No, I got them on the computer though.
Well, okay, so like they're in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
I can email you.
it's okay, I don't need it.
If you don't trust me, I mean,
No,
seriously,
I
I
totally
don't have
trust
a
you.
problem with this.
I trust you.
Oh, many, many pages to read.
No, I know.
Oh, the one, well, one of them is about 30 some pages, but the other one I think is like 60 or 70 pages. It is
I don't
unbelievable.
remember which is which.
But she went into great depth as far as a property approximate like that and what have you. And you were right. The building you and I were talking about down the street here that the church bought, the square footage is half. And they paid $100,000 for it.
Has she advertised this for sale?
Nobody knows.
I'm gonna have you sign something here in a little bit that you can't talk about.
Will be.
This is a hush hush thing.
It's.
No, I'm kidding. I haven't talked too much about it because I've been trying to keep it somewhat under wraps. And she's asked me, even when they did the appraisals, she asked for a day that they were closed and come in to her convenience so that it's not actually her employees. I think she rents that out.
Contract.
Yeah,
So-
usually what they do, they rent each space to a hairstylist, or whatever, and that hairstylist pays for
That's
that.
Chuck, isn't that what Chuck does?
Right.
Okay, so,
This is a property that we actually looked at many years ago when Mike Phillips was the trustee. Not necessarily moving on it, but it had been in conversation for 10 or 15 years if it ever came available. So,
I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard about it, I wasn't real big on it, but I think it'd be a great movie.
The biggest
because it's-
advantage we have, not only getting some township space and additional admin space, is that it frees up space in this building for renovation for space that we need for the guys without having to actually, build out or build up or something
Are
like
these
that.
tables gonna be for sale cheap?
no, they're going, if,
Some of these are happy to get rid of because they're in bad shape.
That's called,
That's up to you guys.
that's called free.
so,
Russ has got a truck.
yes, he does.
The other advantage, obviously, is Tim mentioned it being right next door. It still allows us, as the admin from next door, still come back here to help with apparatus getting out or whatever versus
Yeah.
property that's, a mile or two away. And if there's an issue, we need to come back, we're literally across the park.
Well, we were looking at that building out north, and I would probably have to ask you or Melissa, are we required, if we would have gone through with that build,
Melissa?
yeah,
Who's that?
Michelle, come on.
Yeah, I was like, you were like, what? It's like, who's Melissa? Okay, sorry.
You would have bought the building out north. Are we required for Union Township to have a meeting in Union Township? You understand what I'm getting at?
Can you own property outside of the boundaries? I have to research that.
It's not anything I want you to research, I was just picking your brain. I figured
My
what you
initial
might-
response would be no. I
Okay.
think that it would have to be inside the boundaries. Yeah.
So
Like
now
that
we
would
can
be
have the
my
territory, I would presume we could have the territory meeting out there because it's within the territory, but, yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Yes.
but this would, like the chief said, this would open up some room here. And I don't know if all of you know or not, if you've ever been out into the bays, if you go to the second or third bay on this side, they have moved their table from right in the middle to the second or third bay on the south side. And it's an area just to go shoot the breeze and what have you. They have a TV upstairs, but it's probably 300 square feet.
I was gonna say, I bet it's a little breezy too at times, when it's not so warm outside.
So,
The other big issue we have here is the bedroom, the lung space is very, we built this building over 20 years ago, we didn't have full-time staff and all that stuff. So there was some intent to have some aides building around staff, but not to the extent that we're at now. So we have definitely maxed out the upstairs space. So moving this room out, the offices out, allows that to become basically just one room area up there. And then maybe potentially a kitchen and, day room area in this room, exercise room where my office is at, lieutenant's office and chief engineer's office, and just without having to move walls per se, besides maybe a few upstairs, temporary walls, it gives us a lot of room. And in the current footprint. So, a lot of advantages to this.
But that's what we're thinking about. And I either need you guys' opinion or an approval to go ahead, one of the two. Basic the latter.
Tim, does this take us out of the market from any other properties that we think might develop in the future?
No,
So this is just an additional property that we're adding to right now.
yeah. I mean, if it came down to it, we could purchase this property, and I don't remember who did the property we were looking at up north, but somebody had that. Was it, well, it was Ivy Tech for one. Ivy Tech had it, and then they sold it to the.
There's a funeral home at Richmond.
Correct, there's still bodies, but no, they're,
There's some car bodies up there.
It's still owned by that corporation, the funeral home corporation.
so primarily thank you. It would just basically give us the opportunity right now. Sorry. If we decided on something else, smaller, bigger, to get rid of it, we could do that at any point. That, it doesn't lock us in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. One thing, a positive note on the appraisal was that I saw where the HVAC and the roof were only 6 years old, which is definitely a plus.
And the hot water heater was just replaced this year.
Right.
Okay.
What kind of shapes the parking lot in? I have no idea what that is like over there.
It was just recently resealed and striped this last few months.
Awesome.
So you evidently did get that information too, Jack?
Yes, yes. In my personal opinion, from what I've seen so far, unless somebody else has any negative comments, that it sounds like a good opportunity to me.
So do we need to make that into a
We need to
motion?
make a motion.
I would make a motion to give trustee Dunham permission to make an offer on the building. I don't know if
We're not gonna talk about it.
okay,
You could say not to exceed
not to exceed
the
the,
average
the
of the
median,
two
yeah.
appraisals received.
not to exceed the average of the two appraisals.
Correct,
That's my motion.
because I can't.
Right.
But yes. Are you good with that, sir?
Give Jack a chance.
Oh,
I'll second.
thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And then I guess the next item of business is bad news.
We actually had a fair offer, and I did let everybody know what that was. But we found out, Jamie, you know better about that tonight. We couldn't sell to somebody out of state. Was that it? or-
Yeah, some of this antiquated selling requirements of the state. We can sell in state, but we can't sell apparently to a volunteer agency outside the state.
That's stupid.
So we've had to go back to gov deals. There's other brokers available out there that other departments have used in the past, but apparently that's not technically on the state's
They should put in a straw man.
statute either, so. We had an offer that we were willing to accept, but it was out of state offer, and it didn't meet the current state
That's-
requirements, so. It's went back on gov deals.
Excuse me. So that was just to let everybody know, because we thought we had it sold, but then it kind of, we found out we couldn't do it. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that.
Any other opportunities on the horizon?
We've got it on a government website, gov.com,
Govdeals.com.
GovDeals, I can't talk, govdeals.com. And they've relisted it right now on there, 63 pages.
There is another department close by that originally had some interest in it, but then the price that we shot them is running elsewhere. I've since approached them about that with the price that we had from the offer out of state, and they thought that was a possibility. So that's another avenue, but I just haven't got any confirmation yet. So. It's our department very close to us, so. See if that pans out.
So that was just for everybody's knowledge, keep everybody up to date.
And as much as we have no public in attendance, we don't have any public comments. Any other issues we need to deal with this evening? I take that as no, as getting no response. I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So maybe,
Second.
Thank you, Jack. All those in favor signify yes.
fine,
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned.
7:32 PM.
Thank you.
Your signature on this bill. Sorry, let me stop.